Well, hello my baby gorillas, and what a mess in politics. Look at the state of this place. It looks, for £450 million, it looks like an NCP car park in IKEA. I mean, what an absolute farce for the amount of money that was spent in this place and how absolutely horrible it looks. It's just absolutely disgusting. Across the road from Holyrood Parliament, or Holyrood Palace should I say, which is a beautiful building, we have got this absolute abomination of a Scottish Parliament. So, I've not spoken for a while, and I thought it was about time I gave you my opinions on what's happening. So we have now got Boris Johnson having not delivered the die in the ditch ultimatum that he promised. So he's basically, and the Conservative Party at large, have failed to deliver a timely Brexit in 3 years. There has been problems from the Remainer parties such as the Greens, SNP, Plaid Cymru, the Liberal and Democratic Democrats, part of the Conservative Party who are Remainers, and also of course the Labour Party who have now decided to become an actual Remain party. So I mean, it's just absolutely incredible that there's so much a plethora of choice, and it's only among Remain parties. If you look at how politicians and political commentators are brought on, for instance, to the BBC, it's only Remainers, or predominantly Remain parties or Remain MPs, that are allowed to give their commentary. It's not other people who may have a different opinion. I've already had 2 of my Facebooks taken down, all my LinkedIn profiles taken down. The cancel culture is real. They are actually deliberately trying to stop our voices being heard. Anybody that disagrees with the globalist, one world fascist government, and we can see them acting like fascists anyway, by cancelling people, by taking down their Facebooks, by preventing people to actually comment. We can see they're right out the blocks now, and we can see what they are. How do you deal with it? How does the average voter deal with it? And the voter would deal with it by the 17.4 million people voting for the Brexit Party. So if you vote for the Brexit Party, then you will definitely get a proper Brexit. There's no point in voting for Boris, because half of the Conservative Party are still Remainers. So it's pointless. You're only going to get this conflict that is inherently inbuilt in the Conservative Party. So you might as well vote for Nigel Farage and the Brexit Party. It's pointless continuing to actually ram through this Remain Parliament, or put in Remain MPs if you voted for Brexit. It's completely pointless. What is the point in doing that? There's none. So only when the voter wakes up and actually then decides that we need a change from the political class that's in just now. There's Jo Swinton being completely undemocratic. Allegations that her husband has taken money from George Soros, which to me would be corruption. I don't know why a foreign national would be actually paying money to the husband of one of our senior politicians. So I mean that to me could be corruption and has to be investigated. I mean it could be coincidental that Jo Swinton has said that we are not going to honour the actual 17.4 million people who voted for Brexit in the referendum, and we the liberal undemocratic Democrats are going to just overturn the vote. And here's from George Soros, here's a lot of money. Why George Soros has got Open Borders foundations? He's likely funding the terrorist organisation Antifa. He's likely behind the cancel culture as well. And when there's no protection for the individual, that we are actually being discriminated based on our political preference. And this is what's happening just now in British politics. So we need a change. We need to clear out all the Lib Lab Con Party, the Greens. If the 17.4 million people stand up and vote for the Brexit Party, then we can flush the toilet of this political class, this inept, incompetent political class. And only through this voting, I mean, even the SNP, who are potentially going to dominate this place again and dominate the Westminster parliamentary elections in Scotland as well. I mean, they're just basically Labour light. I mean, we've got Nicola Sturgeon saying she wouldn't call them the Scottish Nationalist Party if they had their time again. As if socialism, with the hundreds of millions of people under communism and socialism and the National Socialism as well, all these people died under socialism, as if socialism has been something better than nationalism. I mean, it's just incredible. And Nicola Sturgeon is obviously a globalist and part of the globalist cabal, going to the foreign and what's it called, the thing in America, the globalist organisation in America. What was it called? Well, come back to me. So, this is the issue that we've got here. We have got the parliamentary elite are all globalists, and unless we get rid of them, unless we actually vote against them, unless people don't get despondent about the vote in the referendum, it's not the vote in the referendum that counts, it's the vote in this election that's going to count, and it looks like it's going to be in December. The Labour Party can only run so much. They've now become a Remain party. If Labour Brexiteers are still going to vote them, then you're not going to get Brexit. You have to vote against Labour in the North Midlands and Wales. You have to vote against Labour. It's Labour that's keeping you in. They're just another London globalist party, like the SNP, like the Greens, like Plaid Cymru, like the Liberal Democrats. We have got a plethora of these globalist elitist parties, and we need to have a change, and only by changing your vote are you actually going to get the change. I mean, it's quite incredible. I mean, if you continue to vote for these, you're not going to get Brexit. These parties, you have to come out to vote. If you're one of the 17.4 million Brexiteers, you need to vote for the Brexit Party, because they're the only ones who are going to win or have a chance of winning this election. Not Boris and the Conservative Party. Half of the Conservative Party, even though he's kicked out the 21 corporatist globalist Bilderbergers, he's still got half the party as Remainers. So, I mean, they are not committed to Brexiting either. They may or may not Brexit, but there's a lot of Remainers still in the Conservative Party who are not going to Brexit or not going to vote for Brexit. The only way you can actually get a Brexit is if you vote for the Brexit Party or potentially UKIP, but I don't know. I think Nigel has overtaken them just now in the actual the polls, and I think it would be better just getting behind one party. But it's not going to be the Conservatives, because the Conservatives are full of Remainers. Even after the ones that have been kicked out, it's still a Remain party, predominantly the Conservatives. So it's only by totally changing your vote are we going to see a change in the politics. And Nigel looks like he's got some very interesting positions as well. So I have no problem with Nigel Farage becoming Prime Minister. Boris has failed the dine a ditch malarkey that he's done for the Conservative Party. He's failed to deliver. He's not actually managed to do this, and neither has May. The Conservatives have made a mess of it. May was a Remainer. There's many Remainers in the Conservative Party. So, I mean, it's just... If you voted for Brexit and then you're voting for the Remain party, any of the Remain parties, including the Conservatives, you're going to vote against your own interests. You have to vote for the Brexit party in this election. So, well, it looks like we're going into the end by December. We're going to have another election. And only time will tell on the back of this. Only time will tell what's going to happen. But Boris is still looking like he's above in the polls, about 16% above it in the actual polls. And Labour look like they're going to get trounced, although they did bounce back last time. But the problem is Labour and the Conservative Party. We have a democracy. You don't have to vote for the Labour, Liberals or anybody, or just a party. We could vote for the Brexit Party, and only by voting for the Brexit Party do we have a clear out of the people that are in there just now. I think I'll be voting for the Brexit Party. That's me. I think I've decided I'm not going to be. I certainly won't be voting for the Conservative Party, and hopefully Nigel has got a clean slate of candidates in Scotland as well, because obviously the Brexit Party in the European elections came second. Whether or not they can actually win a seat in the Scottish election, time will only tell, but they're certainly the second largest in the last elections. So we will soon find out, and it'll be very interesting to find out what's actually going to happen in December. Okay, my baby gorillas, that was short and sweet. I don't know if that was good or bad.